Hello there everyone, Ender Sparks here again. It's been a while since I've last uploaded with any voicing, but I'm back for a special thing. If you have not heard, Epic Games has started something called the Block Party, where you're able to make your own maps, or named locations I guess, in the new creative mode. I have the Battle Pass, and me and Morrowalk have been working hard to build this, what I like to call haunted hallways. Now I know there's already haunted hills, but I thought it's probably the most fitting name for this place. Possibly Spooky School or Scary School, that's another option, if Epic Games ends up naming it. So I'll show you around here. So this is my Block Party submission. If you want to go, you can probably look it up online somewhere, or on their official website. They have all the rules and requirements for what you can do to build this. So I will start by showing you around. So on the outside, we use the theme of a school that seems to be haunted, and we used the bears because during the Halloween event they had all these bears all over the place in Fatal Fields that seemed to be spectral powered. So around the back we have a car that's crashed into a barrel. They said they'll place the chest, but I added some just for an idea of where you might want to add some. Got a lot of these low-hanging trees that kind of leave behind like a unkept for, unwatched. We have some crates back here, good for some weapons in them, building battles, that kind of stuff. And if you saw the TVs over there, I'll come back to that. On the roof, there's another place for some guns that we can build up to, another bear, some lights, a clock tower, and every school needs a school bus, but this one seems to be stuck inside of a tree. Now, we have a few things. We have some desks that at first it seems like a normal school, but this kind of tells us some things are not wired correctly. Like, the desks are tilted at weird angles, the floors are kept, the pictures are tilted. But the one thing you can really notice is these security cameras. There's a lot of them around the place. So the first room I'm going to show you is in here. This is a storage room, kind of teacher room, but all the stuff is kind of floating around, almost like it's paranormal, ghost kind of things using it. Over here we have another bear inside of a trash can. There's going to be a bear in almost every single room, so that'll kind of help contribute to the bear-themed building. We have some floating boxes along with some pallets. You can hear the chest from outside. Over here we have a bear behind the pallet. Once again, this one in just about every room. Add a cool spooky effect to the haunted school. Now, we have two staircases. Each one kind of identical, except the one over there has a bear in it. I'll be saying bear a lot of times, so if anyone wants to keep track of how many times I say bear, and this be my guest. But you have some chairs on the ceiling. This was Morrowalk that added this. I like the aesthetic touch that it makes. It's very strange. It's like the opposite of what you normally expect with everything in this building seems to be. Now in here we have another storage room, this one mainly storage only. Another bear on the top corner, things on the ceiling again. In this room we have the first classroom, with a bear that seems to kind of be floating in the front of the class, a chair and a desk that are just kind of like being levitated. And cool little detail, there's bears on all these desks, that's why I chose these specific ones. Also kind of adds a cool little continuous bear theme within the school. In here we have, on the end of the hallway, for some more detail, there is a painting that's been turned over. Around the corner over here we have these two lockers that are kind of thrown in the middle of the hallway. This grass, I think, I was going to move it back because it's part of the entrance, but I think it looks cool, kind of like the ivory started creeping within the building, and it's not a mess up if you notice this. It's detail I've added. We have a bear underneath that staircase and a bear on the ceiling. In here we have, once again, more bears in the second classroom. Now upstairs, probably my favorite, oh yeah, wait. Here is an empty room, probably just for ground loot. It's not necessarily needed. Yeah, I may remove it, or I may just keep it, just simply put a chest in here. It's not necessarily needed for any part of the video, or part of the entire scene. So I'm honestly probably just gonna close it off right there. If you want to add a chest in there, Epic Games, I'm totally okay with you doing that, but letting you know it's not. Oh, now I got myself trapped in here. It's not necessary. I don't need anything there if you choose this one. So I missed something down the hallway, so I'll go show you. This is probably another one of my favorite rooms. It is the MacGuffin's bookstore, but it's all turned up. We got this bear that's kind of creepily shadowed underneath the desk. Or bookcase, I don't know what the heck I'm saying. It's late. Now we'll finally go upstairs. Now up here we have a cafeteria. It's very large and open. I think it'll be really cool for shotgun fights and other kinds of really close quarter combats. Getting materials in here is, I thought well of, like, you're going to easily be able to get wood, so building's not going to be a problem late early game. Got some toilets and porta potties in here. Honestly, I just noticed that there's brown stuff in them. That's a strange detail. There's not really a female or male bathroom. I just kind of threw down bathrooms and up for you to decide which one's which. Here we have a thing up here with a bear on the toilet. This was also one of my favorite detailed designs that were added. Just up here, it's just super cool looking. We got more toilets and a bear inside of a bathtub. Why there's a bathtub in the school, I don't really know, but just random. In here we have a poultry and meat kind of area for you to get your lunch. Lots of these that you can kind of duck behind while you're being shot at. Wait for the person to come around the corner. Double stairs though, so you're not ever really stuck in one area. And that is mainly the cafeteria. Probably some chests and gun loot like around the corners. I think that would make for good touch and detail. Now back outside, one of the last areas of it. It's not necessarily a huge place, but I think it would fit in well with scenery and people would enjoy it. I think it would work well for the map and the way it looks. It is under 25 by 25, so it should work fine for block. If you didn't know, it needs to be a 25 by 25 square or less, I believe. It fits perfectly in here, so it shouldn't have any problem sticking upon the block area. Here we have a clock up here, since every school seems to have one of these, just telling you, waiting for the clock to tick so you can go home. It doesn't fit perfectly on here, but I think that's kind of fine. Maybe put a gun in there would be cool. Up here we have a bear who is, once again, probably making this levitate. Maybe the one got that bear stuck in the bus. I think I showed this already, but just in more detail. Once again, something could probably be put under there. And now, like I mentioned with the cameras, this is basically the overload system, or the master control. Me and Marowak call this the master bear, and each of these TV screens are connected to the cameras, and he's able to watch everything that happens in school. We use the little computer desks, the scrambled TVs, and unturned on TVs. There's a chest probably back here. And other than that, that is basically haunted hallways or scary school, whichever one you decide. It's not the biggest place in the world, it's not the smallest one. I think it would be a really cool addition to the block. It fits in perfectly. There's good solid material, building and whatnot. Yeah. So this is my addition for the Fortnite block party. If Epic Games, if you choose to do this, EnderSparks11, that's my Fortnite username, just in case anyone was wondering. So, thank you again all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Leave a link or suggestion to your block party build that you've made, and I'll probably go watch it. I always like seeing what people build in this game mode. It's just such a cool idea by them. So whether I make it in or not, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing what me and Marowak have done today. Remember, you're not allowed to take any ideas, so I don't mind if you take this idea and tweak it a little bit, but don't copy this exactly. So, thanks again for watching again, and I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.